All right, it's gonna be a heavy day for this 8.1 GMC. This trailer is completely full. Normally I only haul 2 cord, but I've got a customer that's a bit of a far haul and he wants 7.5. So I'm gonna try to do it in 3 consistent trips. So I don't even want to know how much that weighs, because a lot of it is yellow birch, rock maple, beech, heavier strains of wood, if you will. And recently I played with the tune in this truck because it is just so unforgiving with fuel economy. It took me a couple attempts. I had some pretty nasty stuff happen with the shifting, but what I did was I've tuned this truck to cut fuel when I'm coasting, especially when I'm towing. So it took a little bit to figure it out, but basically if I get somewhere that I'm on a long downhill, instead of the truck roaring in tow haul and burning a bunch of fuel, it actually puts no fuel in the system. And literally the fraction of a second, as soon as I decide to get back on the gas pedal, it comes online just as if it was running the whole time. Basically the only downside, which doesn't bother me, is when it cuts fuel, sometimes it'll let a good backfire out the exhaust, which is no big deal. And I've noticed on really long downhills, when you do it for a long time, you can smell a little bit of oil, evap stuff not quite functioning the way it's intended to be, but pretty minor flaws to save, almost 10 liters per tank when I'm hauling. So anyway, I'll show you once we get rolling down the road here how it works. And yeah, we've got a long haul ahead of us. I just put an AC line on last night, so we're going to charge the AC after we deliver this to the customer and get some money. And hopefully we'll have a nice cool drive on the way home. Alright, so we just got going on the road. And I'm going to probably guarantee that one exhaust pipe is completely broke off. Somewhere's in front of the muffler, but not close enough to the manifold that it's messing with my fuel. So it's going to be a noisy drive, but I'm not fixing this till I get home. Man, that's heavy. This is going to be a long, noisy drive, so we'll see you in a bit. So even with this crazy exhaust leak, she still just runs along basically in high gear. Uses her torque on the hills. The roads are not in good condition, and this is a lot of weight. Running mostly uphill most of this trip, and like I say, truck just seems to, even with this much weight, stay in overdrive. The odd hill, once you get to the top, she might drop back to 4th, but she just torques her way right up these. Hard to believe, honestly. All kinds of big trucks out there, but not many of them pull big weight. even when it does the fuel cut and stays in high gear, it holds the trailer and the weight back really well. Probably just as good, if not better, than if the truck was in tow haul roaring and banging. So there we have dashes. There's no fuel going to the engine, high 20s, so she's just picking up fumes. The trailer's pushing me. See, there's the backfiring, which I'm not worried about that. But since we've been coasting, there's been no fuel going through the engine. Going down this pretty bad downhill grade here, I haven't touched the throttle, and even with, you know, I'm going to say somewhere's around 15 or 16,000 pounds behind me, it's not shoving now. We're hitting the steeper part of the hill now. This could get a little, and it's super rough. Oh my god, this is rough, man. Oh man. Listen to that exhaust. Oh, 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 oh. I say, is this guy gonna put his blinker on or what? Isn't she saucy sounding? Oh, oh, oh. Well, to my surprise, it actually dumped. I didn't have to get up and throw any off. What a dirty pile of wood. Bit of an uphill to get in this driveway. She was scratching a little in two-wheel drive, but I shoved it up in two in reverse, thanks to that Eaton locker. Well, boys, I don't know, but I think we found the leak. I think it was right there and right there. Oh, baby, that is performance. Well, boys, could you guess what she got? She got a piece of straight pipe. No more of this muffler bullshit blowing apart when I'm driving down the road. So it's definitely going to be a bit louder, and it's probably going to get a muffler delete on the other side in the near future. Now we're going to do a brake job on a Ford F-150.